Namaste. Very happy to welcome you to the Indica course on mantra and meditation, the yoga of sacred sound. This course, spreading across 30 hours and almost 5+ months, is designed to offer participants a very deep experiential immersion into sacred sound, specifically mantra, and how these chants can be integrated into practices of yoga for all levels of practitioners. I am Nritya Jagannathan, and I am the director of the KYM Institute of Yoga Studies, owing the training and certification wing of Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, Chennai, one of the premier and well-known yoga institutes in India. This course, personally, is one that is very close to my heart because over the years, I have been with the KYM for 20+ years now and was fortunate enough to study both yoga and chanting under the renowned master, Sri Cikitsa. And one unique aspect of the Krishnamacharya approach is the integration of sound, specifically chanting, both chanting as a sadhana in and of itself and chanting as a very potent tool that can be integrated into asana, pranayama, and Bhavana and dhyanam as well. And with that those years of study with Cikitsa inspired in me a deep love for these chants, the mantras of the Vedic and the post-Vedic tradition, and the immense power that each of these words and larger mantra segments carry. And so this journey is designed in a manner to trace the use of mantra originating from the concept of nada, bindu, one of the oldest ideas of sacred sound that we see, and how the universe itself is an evolution out of nada and bindu, that it is Shabda Brahman or the Omkara that is highly revered in all the texts on yoga sadhana. Shabda Brahman becomes the source. And so we trace the origin of mantra chanting from Shabda Brahman through the various pathways, how sound develops, how do we articulate sound, and that shift from thinking to articulating, the power of vak, the spoken word, why it is important to name things. We have this idea of nama and rupa. Objects that we see, that we relate to, are placed in our memory through the names that we give them, and those names carry a lot of power. So we look at these ideas of nama and rupa, what they communicate, and from there move into the concept of various mantras, also the structure of the Sanskrita alphabet, because Sanskrita as a language itself is a very special language in which every akshara, every syllable has a purpose. It corresponds to a particular energy. And the vision of the Sanskrita Aksharamala, the alphabet itself, is literally a vision of the creation, sustenance, and resolution of the world. So exploring these ideas, we delve further into mantras themselves, bija mantras, other mantras, certain powerful mantras that we see in the Vedic tradition. Certain mantras I will take up for a deeper analysis, such as the Gayatri mantra, the Mrityunjaya mantra, certain mantras on health and wellness, Shanti mantras, among a number of other mantras, also certain mantras associated with the Panchabhutas, and so on, that we'll take up to look at what the mantra signifies and the role of mantra, also not just as a yoga sadhana, but mantra is part and parcel of our lives, of daily activities, how there are such beautiful chants that can be woven into our activities to elevate the quality of our very living. Also, a part of this course will be an overview of how mantra is integrated into yoga practices in asana, pranayama, and dhyanam, and its application in yoga Cikitsa or therapy. Every lecture runs for an hour and 30 minutes with about 50 to 55 minutes of a lecture, followed by a little time for question and answers. And every class ends with a guided meditative practice using certain aspects of sound or sacred sound or mantra that has been discussed in that particular session. and what is useful for students who wish to log in across the world, who have to deal with the issues coming from different time zones, is that this course can also be taken asynchronously, where you have access on the Indica courses portal, you have complete access both to the videos, the Q&A sessions, the meditative practice, as also the handouts that will be shared. And so there will be, the course itself is intended as a very deep, targeted experience of mantra and how mantra can be used as a transformative tool. And while this is an online journey, it is for every one of us to come together in this practice, to experience the power of mantras. And the practices are also designed in such a way that they can be done without the guidance of a teacher. After that first, the practice has been taught in the class, the instructions will be sufficient for you to be able to continue the practice for a number of days, to observe how those practices are facilitating a transformation. And so I take great pleasure in inviting you to join us on this journey of exploring the power of sacred sound. And I hope to see you as a part of this course that we are offering in collaboration with Indica Courses. Thank you. Namaskar.